Hey everybody, welcome to EPSY 3213, the online section. I'll be your instructor in this course. My name is Kyle Clayton, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you all and work with you all this semester. So obviously this class will be pretty much all through the D2L site or Brightspace. Every now and then we will venture to other sites to complete assignments and find other resources as well. But like I said, the majority of what we do will be through Brightspace, and most of the information that we need will be in Brightspace. So there's three things I want to go over with you guys. I want to go over the syllabus, I want to go over the course shell in Brightspace, and then I also kind of want to go over what we need to do this week. So we'll start with the syllabus. So here's your syllabus for this course. The first thing to note there is just the office hours. So Monday I will be in my office 9:30 to 12:30, and then Tuesday we'll have online office hours from 1 to 3. And I'll show you where to find those in the Brightspace page under the chat tab. With this course being online, the best form of communication is going to be via email. So the first thing to do when you're creating an email to me, I would appreciate if you would include EPSY 3213 online in the subject line. One, for the online part, is because I teach a face-to-face section of this class as well. And so if you're able to include the EPSY 3213 online in the subject line, will really help me to identify which class you're in and be able to give you a more accurate and descriptive answer, because those two courses do have some differences in the assignments and kind of how they do things. So please keep that in mind when sending an email, and I try to get back to people within 24 hours. Obviously, there are some times what will take me longer than that, especially on a weekend. So just keep that in mind. If you email me at like 5 on a Friday afternoon, it may not be Saturday when I get back to you, but I will get back to you before Monday morning of that following week. Here's your textbook, Adolescent Development for Educators. If you do not have the textbook yet, I have posted Chapter 1 into the Brightspace page for your use this week and next week. So keep that in mind, but I do encourage you to get the textbook as soon as possible because we will not be uploading any more chapters after that. So these are some program and university statements and teaching statements. So if you guys, I encourage you to read that and just be aware of those. Mode of instruction will be online. So then the readings, we have 12 chapters, and so every week we have a chapter pretty much outside of some holidays and exam weeks. So when those chapters are posted to be read, please have those read Monday, as it will kind of help facilitate the discussions and the quizzes and getting everything done on time. So a big difference, I think, for this class for many people will be the discussion boards. So instead of having a post response and having a certain number of posts you have to make, there's not a certain number of posts. But you do have to participate in the discussion board throughout the week. So I do encourage you guys to check that, 2, 3, 4 times a week and kind of add some input on what we've read and be an active participant in that. So some weeks I will ask you to serve as a facilitator. So your role is going to be to encourage ongoing and thoughtful engagement. So how's that done? That's going to be done by asking questions, by providing other resources, whatever you think will help promote and encourage the discussion to continue on whatever topic is that we may be discussing that week. And then as a participant, your job is to reply either to the general question of the week. And there will usually be 2 or 3 prompts each week. So you can either respond directly to that prompt, or maybe a student poses a question, you can respond to that. And that's how you can participate to that. So each week's discussions will be worth 10 points. And I'll show you the rubric on that because it is broken down into both points for the facilitator when you serve as that, and then it's broken down as a participant, how those points are kind of earned that week. So it's kind of a quality over quantity thing still. Just because you post 20 times doesn't necessarily going to get your full 10 points. So they do have to still be quality points, as it states here. It needs to be more than me too or I totally agree. So then weekly quizzes, you'll have pretty much a quiz every week. And we're going to go ahead and drop the 2 lowest quiz grades. And so there aren't any makeup for that since we do drop 2. So you do have some leeway in terms of if you miss something or something comes up on those. And each week you have 2 attempts, and for each attempt you have 15 minutes. You'll just have to be pretty ready. You won't have time to look up the answers, but you do get 2 attempts on that. There's 2 exams. The first exam will cover chapters 1 through 6, and the final exam will be cumulative, but it will focus mostly on basically chapters 7 through 12. So then onto the research paper. There are 4 things you will turn in overall with the research paper and activities. The first is going to be your topic for your paper, so that's worth 5 points, and then you'll turn in 5 peer-reviewed research articles. So you're going to summarize kind of what you find. There is a document that will be provided that kind of helps you lay that out and answer those questions. And that's worth 25 points. And then you also have a rough draft that you turn in. That'll be worth 30 points. And then the final paper will be worth 150 points. And your final papers will be turned in to turn it in as well. So that's just kind of a plagiarism check. So just be aware of that when you turn it in, and that's a score you will be able to see. So you can kind of see how your paper compares, how original it is, and make sure that you've kind of caught all your points in terms of quoting stuff and paraphrasing and citing everything correctly. And then a new thing to the EPSY program is the program survey. So it's going to be up to 2% of your grade. So in this course, it's 15 points. There's 2 surveys. There's one at the beginning of the semester in week 3, and then there's one towards the end in week 12. So either way, you need to take both of the surveys. However, you do not need to give consent for them to use your data. You can say yes to consenting to that or no. I won't know if you've consented to it. I won't know if you have, if you haven't or you have, and I won't know what your answers on the survey are. All I will know on those surveys is that you have or have not completed the surveys. So we'll talk about those more as they get closer. So those weeks, I'll kind of remind you that that's coming out. There is a research requirement in this course. It is not 4 points. However, if you do not complete it, you lose 35 points. So there's 2 options to completing that. You can either use the SONA system through the College of Education, or you can do a research article summary. And I've provided some more details in the appendix for kind of completing those 2 things. Attendance is going to just be judged basically on your participation within the course in terms of getting discussions, finishing assignments, and taking your quizzes. Since we don't meet regularly, obviously I'm not going to have you log in and take roll, but I'll be able to tell if you're actively participating based on the weekly assignments. Late work, there's not going to be any late work accepted. However, there are circumstances obviously that come up. So just communicate me with whatever's going on if you have something come up, and we'll do our best to make something work out for you. In this course, you can earn up to 3% of extra credit, which is going to be about 24 points. And I'll kind of there'll be some different opportunities for extra credit, and I'll kind of go over some of those here in a minute. Anything with disabilities, this is that information with that. So if you need any assistance with that, please visit either this website or call the Stillwater or Tulsa campus. And then here is the course schedule. Just kind of glance through that. Most of the things we do, either if it's discussion boards or quizzes, they're going to open and close at the same time pretty much every week. So after we get into week 3, we should kind of get a pretty good rhythm of kind of when things are expected to be due and all of that. And I think that's kind of mostly it. So here's your research option. So this can also be done for extra credit and that research component as well. So here's the SONA information. So please look that over. There are 3 SONA systems on campus. So please make sure you're going to the College of Education SONA and not the psychology or business SONA. And then here's some information on doing a research article summary. So those are some things to kind of keep in mind and look at as we go throughout the semester. And I'll remind you guys about the extra credit and the SONA research as well. So then in terms of our course page, this is the welcome page. This is where news items will be posted. So these videos will be posted there, and any other kind of news updates will be posted here. And I encourage you guys to have these news items sent to your emails as well. That way you're seeing those multiple times and more likely to see them. And then here's a calendar as well. So anything due will be on this side as well. So in the content page, so far all you have right now is your syllabus and your week 1 kind of checklist. So course information has got your syllabus attachment, and I've gone ahead and pulled out that schedule and put that into a PDF here for you guys so you can just have access directly to the course schedule in terms of chapters and due dates. And we'll have stuff each week. There'll be a checklist posted here. So right now we just have week 1, which is go through syllabus, take the syllabus quiz, begin reading chapter 1, and introductions. And here's where I've posted your PDF of chapter 1. So if you don't already have the textbook, that is posted there for you. Then the next section is going to be the discussions. So this week we have a discussion topic, which is basically just an introduction. We're actually going to use Flipgrid. So I've posted the link and the password there for that. And it is a video post, but I've posted here kind of what you need to talk about in that. And so it does limit you, I think, to like 1.5 minutes. So it will cut you off. So just kind of make sure you're done before your time runs out on that. And I do encourage you guys to, respond to each other and kind of interact through that this week. Dropbox, this is where we'll turn in pretty much every assignment. It's blank right now, but the boxes are there. They're just not visible. So this is where you'll turn out your research paper activities, and all of that. In terms of quizzes and tests, so here's your syllabus quiz. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and start taking that. And then this is where all our weekly quizzes will be and our exams. So everything we do in terms of quizzes and exams, you'll go to the quizzes tab, and that's where you'll find access to that. And then here's your grade book. And then in terms of the online office hours, this is where that will be, is in this chat section. And so when we have those on Tuesdays, there'll be links here that you can click that will take you directly to those chat sections. It is a public chat, so just be aware of that. So anything you post, make it kind of generic about the class. If you have anything personal that you need to discuss, it would be best to send an email if you can. So I'll show you guys the Flipgrid real quick, and that'll kind of be it for hopefully this week's introductions and kind of getting things started. So this is what it'll look like, and it'll ask for that password. Go ahead and log in. If I can type. So then you'll log in here. Nobody's posted, but you just click this and it'll bring up something that allows you to make a video. Then you'll just post that, and that'll be pretty much it on that. So you really just need to kind of start looking through the textbook, do your introduction post, and also take the syllabus quiz. And that's pretty much it this week. So if you guys have any questions, please send me an email. But other than that, I look forward to learning with you guys this week, and I hope that we all have a great semester and just have a good start to this semester as well.